Welcome to LMTI, the LearnMore Training Institution. So this series is about Maven. Like we are going to learn the end-to-end tutorial of the Maven, which is required for the automation testing. So whatever the concept which I am going to explain is like which is really needed for the automation testing. Like we are going to kickstart like what is meant by Maven, and then like I will be explaining the installation part followed by the project creation part. And once we created the project successfully, I will explain the structure. So which is nothing but the folder structure of the Maven, and I will explain in detail. So like what is the need of each and every folders, and finally like we will be stepping to the next concept called as an dependency. So the dependency is the core thing of the Maven. Like I will be elaborate much more details about the dependency during our session, and we will be discussing about the repository, and also like we will be discussing the type of repository which is available in the market. And then like we will be discussing one more key concept called as an life cycle, so which is more important because in the real time, so we will be using the Maven lifecycle. In other language we can say as an Maven commands. So we will be using the Maven commands for the execution. And then there is an another core concept called as an plugins. So when it comes to an automation nowadays, like we are doing the automation only inside the framework. So if we need to trigger the run inside the framework, then we need the help of the plugins. Like in our course I'm going to explain like what are the major plugins which we needed and how we are going to configure those plugins. And once we configure the plugin, like we are going to do the execution with the help of the plugin, which is nothing but like we are going to open the command prompt, and in the command prompt we are going to inject the Maven commands, and it will automatically trigger the run. So like whatever the framework you are planning to use in your project, either it can be of an Cucumber BDD or like kind of an TestNG. If it is of an Cucumber, like you will be having the runner file, so we can configure the runner file in the plugins and we can trigger the execution. And if it is of an TestNG, like we can configure the XML file in the plugin and we can trigger the execution. And even if you are integrated the Cucumber and TestNG framework, and if you have XML file inside your Cucumber framework, even we can do the required configurations. Okay, so this is like kind of an realistic way which we really follow in the project. Hopefully at the end of this session, like you will be aware like how to use the Maven effectively. Thank you all.